Okay, welcome to week 2 of the 30-day WebCenter Sprint to Success. I see a lot of activity on our Facebook group, so it looks like people are doing some great things out there. Really, there's a lot to take in, but 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just take action, right? The best teacher is experience. So I'm proud of all of you who have stepped up and really taking action and achieving your WebCenter and unfranchised business goals in the year 2018 as we get this started. So last week we discussed, being prepared, being organized, talked about getting your candidate list ready, and then also started talking about contacting some individuals. And tonight we're going to talk a little bit more about those candidate lists and how to continue developing a lead source, get some referrals in place. But also we're going to talk a little bit more closely on the contacting, approaching, inviting yourself to introduce yourself to some business owners, as well as what does an appointment look like? What does a first appointment or overview look like? We're really going to focus on the network referral approach as a way for you to get in front of a massive number of people early on in the year. So let's go ahead and get started and remind ourselves that the most important thing that we can do in anything in business is be organized and prepared. So whether you're doing an electronic device or an appointment book, make sure you have everything on you, right? If you're using an actual book, a mobile phone, a tablet, whatever it is, have it on you. Know all your upcoming GMTSS events. That's why when you're prospecting, you have a place to send your prospect. You know what events to plug people into. And we can't put the unfranchise aside if we've got major short-term goals and objectives with our WebCenter business. We want to make sure that we keep the main thing and focus on the residual ongoing income. So you want to pick a night per week to show the plan, whether it's a home business presentation, an unfranchised business presentation, a webinar, a two-on-one, a flip chart presentation. And if evenings are tight, then you need to find time during the day. Maybe it's once a week you've got a lunch hour blocked off or something like that. But you want to make sure that you've got time to build your unfranchised business. You also want to circle times each day that you'll dedicate to reaching out to website prospects. It really could only take 15 minutes per day. Talking to 3 business owners, reaching out to 3 prospects really could take as little as 15 minutes. But if you schedule the time, you're more likely to get that activity done. But I find that the problem that holds people back is really who, how, and what. Jason, who are my candidates? Who are my prospects? How am I supposed to contact people? And what do the appointments actually look like? So when we talk about candidates, it could be web solutions candidates, it could be retail customers, or unfranchised possibilities. And in terms of contacting, we're going to talk about approaches, but you need to make sure you have your answer to what do you do and what is it? And the appointments, what are they? What do you say? How to say it? And what information are you actually presenting? So we're going to go a little bit more into depth onto all of these topics tonight. So, you might have a list already. You might have pulled up some business cards. You might have some referrals. You might have a list of people that you know already that own a business, that are working at a business, places that you frequent, or individuals that are well connected. And maybe you've been a veteran. Maybe you've gone through this kind of warm list previously, and you've followed up with everyone. You've done a great job, and you're just looking to create more candidates. So you need to make sure that you're adding to it, right? Adding 2 per day to this list. Names in our business equals fuel in a car. You start with a tank of gas and can drive the car, but once you run out of gas, the car stops. So the car isn't broken, it just needs to refuel, right? So your business is the same way. You start with a names list and work it, and eventually you have to refuel and be continuously refueling it for your WebCenter business, WebCenter candidates, as well as possibilities for the unfranchised. We're going to talk about how you can kind of get 2 for 1 with some of the approaches we'll talk about tonight. So how can you expand your names list? Well, one is your existing unfranchised organization, referrals, changing up your buying habits, and networking groups. So let's talk a little bit more about this, right? So by getting your existing team working with you on candidates that they may know, you'll have a source of warm leads, and these contacts are much easier to work through. And when your team efforts find those people to network with, you all get credit for the sales and the BV, IBV generated. So all team members focus on candidates together. Reach out to your junior partners, your senior partners, your cross-line partners, whoever you can work through in your teams to identify business prospects, business owners, and candidates people that they know that own businesses or where they frequent, and go through the same exercises that we do to brainstorm and help you identify leads. Who do you know that's a restaurant owner? Who do you know that owns a salon? Who do you know that's a landscape contractor? Who do you know that's an accountant? Who do you know that is a fitness professional? Who do you know that's an attorney, right? Go through those brainstorming exercises, but you're going to have to be the one to reach out, right? Take personal responsibility for your business and be the one to reach out and ask those questions, okay? Now, what about referrals? Just asking people that are well connected. Do you know any real estate agents? Do you know any insurance agents or waitresses or bartenders? They tend to be the most well-connected individuals, and they're used to networking, right? What about fitness instructors or hairstylists and coaches, community leaders, church leaders, organization leaders, and of course, unfranchised owners that specialize in other areas of the business, right? You want to work through these individuals to identify well-connected people that can lead you to more large numbers, right? JR actually, in one of his early recordings of the 90-day fast trick, said, we work through small numbers of people that can lead us to large numbers, and we sift through those large numbers to identify more small numbers that can lead us to more large numbers. So when we talk about networking and referral marketing, we're really looking to find out who people may know. So when you look at this list, right, real estate agents, mortgage brokers, insurance agents, waitresses, bartenders, fitness professionals, hairstylists, coaches, community leaders, church leaders, different organization or association leaders, you realize that these individuals can lead you to more candidates and prospects for your business. So make sure that you are adding to your list. And of course, you want to be loyal patrons, but you can really expand your list when you start going out and about and spending your money in other locations, right? And you're going out into your local area, and you're going to the same coffee shop, you're going to the same convenience store, you're going to the same dry cleaner, you're going to the same pizza restaurant. It's not going to hurt once in a while to try another route, another place, another local business, right? And that's going to expand your business prospect candidate list as well. So, I always say, if business owners won't do business with you, then you shouldn't do business with them, right? So you're trying to find businesses that are going to be at least open to networking with you, right? So get to know more business owners in your area by trying out new products and services. Identify any associations like chamber groups or BNI groups in your area as well. So networking groups are a great opportunity to meet new business owners. Now, it doesn't have to be a professional organization. It doesn't have to be something really structured. It could be just an online group, right? It could be an online Facebook group or a LinkedIn group or a meetup group with local business owners, right? But these groups are networking groups, right? We certainly have the Chamber of Commerce, we've got the BNI groups and religious groups and community and town groups, but the idea is that these groups are for referring and networking, right? It's a great way for you to introduce what you do to mass numbers of people to see if you can generate some buzz, get to know them, and build some relationships locally, okay? Now, what stops people from bringing up the business or approaching a candidate with a web solution is the fear of not knowing what to say, right? So approach we're going to talk about could potentially solve it, right? Do something differently or you will continue to get the same result. So we mentioned this last week. We'll go into a little bit more detail this week, but a great way to book appointments. Hit the key points, but use the network referral approach, right? I only have a second. The reason I'm calling is I'm a local professional in the area, and I'm looking to network with other professional businesses and business owners. I've heard you're an incredible landscape contractor. I've heard you're an incredible XYZ. I've heard you're an incredible attorney, whatever it might be. I'd love to get together to see how I might be able to help you in your business, as well as share what I do in hopes that we can create a referral relationship. You may or may not be interested in my services, and that's totally fine with me. However, I'm sure we can help each other out. How soon can we get together or have a conversation? That network referral approach, letting people know that you're a business professional, you respect that they're a business professional, and that you just want to get together to learn more about each other's businesses, is a great way to get a good 5, 10, 15-minute phone call or an appointment together to start building a referral relationship. Okay, most businesses on a local level are not going to turn down the chance of meeting other people for referrals. Okay, but you've got to be genuine. You also need to have that power statement. What do you do? Now, it may or may not come up. Someone on the Facebook group last week used the approach, set an appointment right away, and no one ever asked, what do you do? right? But you need to have a power statement. You need to have that answer ready to use, right? Same thing with your unfranchised. So if you're minoring in web centers or you're brand new, you can use your shopping annuity or your unfranchised, your Market America answer to what do you do. Again, you never said what type of business professional you are. So you can still use the shopping annuity as the profession you're in, right? I help people convert the money they spend on everyday items into income so they can increase their cash flow, right? Or if you are a web center major or a professional, a veteran, someone that's really comfortable with the verbiage and the language of the web solutions, you can certainly use the term, I'm a marketing consultant that helps businesses save money on business expenses while increasing revenue, or whatever your answer might be, but you've got to own it. You've got to be confident in your answer. And if you're not so confident with the Web Center division, you may want to use your existing MarketAmericaShop.com shopping annuity answer, and that's totally fine. So building a relationship with people in person creates a stronger bond and makes it easier to build upon, whether it's for the unfranchised or website solutions, right? So talk with people, build a relationship, treat every challenge as a learning experience. If you're uncomfortable, just take the step forward, right? Just try it, okay? Be normal, be yourself, and genuinely care about the prospects and the candidates that you're working with, and that's going to create a strong relationship. So what are you doing? You're networking for referrals. Okay, it really boils down to relationship networking, relationship marketing, and you're building that relationship. So take someone out for a coffee or lunch or dinner. Buy someone a cup of coffee. $2, $5. It's an investment in your business, and it's a great way to just sit down. Now, if someone's really busy and they say, I really have no time to meet, you can use a line like, hey, what time do you get to the office in the morning? Or when does your day start? Why don't we get on the phone for maybe 10 minutes before that? You have a cup of coffee, I'll have a cup of coffee. We'll share that cup of coffee over a phone call and just get to know each other, okay? Be genuine, be normal, be light and easy, but also you want to be professional. It could be someone that maybe it's your warm market, or it could be a referral from an unfranchised owner that you get in your organization. It could be, hey, Frank, I know a lot of people that would be great for me to meet, and I'm sure I know a good number of folks you might be interested in meeting as well. Would you be up for exploring how we could help each other out? What a great statement, right? What a great statement. A way that we can help each other grow our businesses. And I don't know too many business owners that would turn that down, at least to start the conversation. They might be busy, but they'll at least open up for a conversation, even if it means another 5 or 10-minute phone call. So what does that appointment look like? The phone call, the coffee meeting. Well, that is the actual consultation, right? It doesn't have to be formal. It doesn't have to be, with your pen and paper. It doesn't have to be with a recording device. It doesn't have to be an interview. It's something that's just a way to build a relationship, and you can ask a lot of questions and learn about them, right? Ask questions, learn about them as people, and learn about their business. Simply ask some questions from the 15-minute consultations, the assessment sheets that we have. Now, I wouldn't use all of them because there's, 20 on each one. So you're not going to just sit there and hammer out 60 questions, but learn a couple from each of them, right? Learn a couple from the website marketing. Learn a couple from the digital marketing. Learn a couple from the business spending assessment, right? Pick 3 to 5 and just have them in your back pocket, or write those down on a separate piece of paper, and it starts the conversation. Something as simple on the website hosting and management. What is your main business? What is your primary focus of your business? Tell me more about that. How are you marketing for that? Is there a secondary approach to your business? What is your main demographic that you're looking to reach out to or to work? What radius do you work in? Is this your only location, or do you work, across the entire state? Okay, fantastic. Now, again, your marketing business, do you have a website? Great. What's that address? I'd love to check it out. Do you know if it's mobile friendly? I've heard a lot about how important it is to be mobile friendly. Are you on social media? Do you have a Facebook page? Oh, that's great. Who manages all that for you? Oh, are you currently doing any advertising on Google? Okay, wow. Well, you're doing a great job in terms of marketing your business. I can see why you're so successful. If you could change one thing about your business, what would it be? Right? And if you could explain, your top client to me, who would you recommend, right? And these are all just coming off the top of my head, just basically learning those questions from the 15-minute consultation, right? So people will be attracted when you show that you care and that you're excited and you're interested in their business, right? People's favorite topic is themselves and their business, right? So when you ask questions, they're going to be really comfortable and love the idea that you want to learn more about them, right? People buy you. It's the relationship. It's really not the product or service. And we've got an incredible product, incredible services, and incredible support, but really it's going to come down to the relationship with you initially, right? So building rapport is so important. It's not about pitching or selling your business. You're not even selling an appointment. You're not selling a service or a solution at all. You're asking questions to get to the conversation about them. And then you wait for an opportunity to present itself to share your power statement, what you do. Right? And never get this defensive in terms of if there are any objections or questions. They're just questions, right? So how do you make the most of a networking meeting, right? It goes both ways. Like we said, be open to learning about other people and don't be one-sided. You never know where things could lead. You certainly want to exchange information. Make sure to get business cards as well as give them. Ask questions. You know, we really just hammered that one home, right? Ask questions. Use the time to identify qualified prospects for them. Right? If you can identify qualified prospects for them and generate referrals for them, you're going to have a very strong relationship and they're going to learn to love you, right? If you're generating business for them and they're going to want to return the favor. Now, it says describe your client, but before you describe your client, ask them who their client would be, right? If you were to describe an ideal client that I could refer you, who would you be looking for? Okay. If you're talking to, say, a roofing contractor, if you're looking for a new client, who are you looking for? Are you looking for new business or are you looking for renovations? Right? Are they in this area? Describe them to me. That way, if I come across them, I can give you a lead. Right? You're talking to an automotive company. Right? If someone were looking for a car, what types of things are you looking for? Okay, so you want to identify from them, and when you get that information, it gives you permission to then tell them and describe your client. Well, that's fantastic, Joe. What I'd like to do now is share a little bit about what I do and how you could help me best, right? And then you can focus on asking referrals for specific industries. And sometimes by describing your ideal client rather than just what you do, people find it easier to give referrals, right? It could be for any area of the business that you're looking to grow. You know, this could be a minor. You might be looking to also grow, Nutrimetrics division or TLS or Motives, whatever it is. But being specific in who you're looking for makes it easier for people to give recommendations. If you just say, hey, I'm looking to network with business owners, they go, well, okay, I know a bunch of businesses. I'm not really sure what you're looking for. But if you are specific and you say, I'm looking to work with landscape contractors before the spring season launches, they're going to start thinking, who do I know that's a landscape contractor? Because you asked specific information. Now, in terms of the business, I'm looking to help people find a way that they can save money on their everyday purchases. Now they know exactly who they're looking to refer you. Or you could say, I'm looking for individuals that are looking for a secondary stream of income alongside what they're already doing as a way to generate more revenue into their household. Okay? Right now, I'm having a great time working with coaches or teachers or attorney or whatever it is. The more specific you can be in asking for the referral, the more likely you are to get a qualified lead referred to you. Okay, so focus on appointments because there's not enough time to focus on selling a website. You focus on setting a follow-up, right? It really comes down to that follow-up appointment. So again, it's going to come down to what do you do. If you're meeting with them, you're going to need to give them a power statement of what you do. It could be, again, the web solution. What do you do? I help businesses leverage the internet effectively to increase revenues. It could be my firm works with businesses to market themselves through the internet. I help businesses cut their advertising costs and save money by using the internet. My company helps businesses expand and grow by using the internet and tap into new markets. The answers are endless. It's got to be yours. And this is going to be something that we're going to have over the course of the week on our Facebook group is we're going to share some answers of what we might answer when someone says, what do you do or what is it? Now, one thing that you really might want to focus on, if you're finding that time is a challenge for you, and it's an obstacle on how do I grow my WebCenter business and how do I grow my unfranchised business and how am I generating leads for both, we'll certainly use your what do you do, use it for the shopping annuity in Market America. Okay, and in that appointment, we'll focus more on this next week, but in the appointment, once you identify from asking questions of the candidate, what's your target demographic? What's your primary focus on business? How are you marketing yourself? Do you have a website? Is it working for you? What do you like best about it? right? If you could grow your business, what is it you're looking to do? Or if you could change anything about your business, what would it be? If I were to give you a referral, what type of client can I refer you? At that point, you can provide the referral to them. You know, I've got a division of my company that specializes in working with businesses just like yours, grow their revenue by working with through the internet. I help businesses, connect them to a team of professionals to enhance their web presence. I'm not sure if it's going to be a good fit, but would you be open? You can use that as a way to refer and point individuals to our product specialists and set the appointment. You could set the appointment right there, and that's a win for the candidate and it's a win for you. And then you still have the opportunity to share what it is that you do. You know, it's not an area that I specialize in, but this division really works with businesses to help them leverage the internet to get more revenue and more customers using, say, search engines or social media, or even enhance their website. Is that something that you'd like to learn more about? I can make the connection for you. Now, the division that I specialize in happens to be, and then you share your what do you do. So you just really killed two birds with one stone, right? You had a networking referral appointment. You were able to do a consultation appointment, provide a solution for them by setting up an appointment with a product specialist to help their business, and at the same time ask for referrals and share what you do by exploring the idea of perhaps a shopping annuity or one of the other divisions. At that point, it was a win-win-win, and you've got a slam dunk chance for a great referral follow-up, a great web solution lead, as well as an unfranchised referral lead if they're not interested themselves at that point. So it really comes down to relationship marketing, right? Listen. You know, for people that may have a need, right? You're listening when you're asking questions, not providing solutions or answers, but listening to what they really need to help move their business forward. Then you can share a story or a testimonial, or you could share the idea that you work with a division that can help them, and then you can recommend the product or service, either, you know, send them a link to some product or more information, or just set up the appointment with a product specialist. Okay, what a great way to build that relationship. Certainly going to exchange business cards. It is a professional meeting when you're using the networking approach and you've called as a professional. Make sure that what you're speaking to them is congruent with what is on your card. If you're talking about the shopping annuity, then you have a shopping annuity something or other on your card. If you're talking to them about Nutrimetrics, you're going to have a Nutrimetrics focus card. If you're talking to them about a web solution, then your card can't be a TLS card because it's not congruent, it's not the same. So make sure you're being consistent in the messaging in these network referral appointments. Another thing to think of, right? It's great for making professional contact, but you want to make sure you get their card and their contact information and their permission to continue to follow up, right? You can also make sure you have their contact information. Shoot them a text. Hey, I'd love to stay in touch. Mind if I shoot you a quick text message? You can text me one back. That way you're in my phone. Okay, great to share with folks who are well connected that would be willing to share with their contacts, right? And that's why it's great to have a tangible piece of information like a business card as well. So you can do all of this in person. It's a great way to build a relationship, but it also can work on the phone, right? So it goes both ways. It's similar to successful networking events. Make sure to learn about how you can share business with them as well, right? Certainly don't be too techie. Have a quick way to describe our solution. We provide a better and more affordable way to small businesses to market their business online. Again, if you are coming from the WebCenter Pro or WebCenter Major, right? Now, if you are just going through the networking referral approach and you're not too strong with the web solutions language, okay, you definitely shouldn't be too techie, right? You want to be focused on what you do best, and the product specialist is the division that can help them in terms of any technology. Right? Again, describe your ideal client. It helps them focus them. We work with all kinds of small to medium-sized businesses, but right now we're looking to set up appointments with roofers and landscapers. Do you know any that could benefit from a better website solution or strategy? Okay, that's just a sample, obviously. But when you're asking for those referrals, again, the more specific, the easier it is for someone to give you a referral. So what are we really after? We're after the next appointment, right? It's a waste of time if you don't book a follow-up of some sort, right? So it's a successful meeting if the follow-up is booked. Have your schedule available and book the next step. It could be, hey, I'd love to get in touch with you. Make sure that I can arrange a meeting with the product specialist. And if that isn't a focus or that hasn't gone that way, great. I'd love to stay in touch because I'm sure I can refer you business at the same time. I was hoping that maybe if anyone comes to mind for you, we could just stay in touch. How about we follow up in another 24 to 40 hours with a quick phone call or text message to see if anything comes to mind, right? Schedule an appointment with the product specialist to address their needs if that was brought up, right? If you identified a potential need, then make sure that you provide the solution as the product specialist getting on the phone with them, okay? And you can certainly confirm that. Now, when you confirm that appointment, it gives you an opportunity to say, hey, the product specialist had some more questions in order to not waste your time and make sure it was the best demonstration of their products and services. They just had a couple of questions for me to send over to them before you speak with them next. They wanted to know, and then you read off another 3 to 5 questions from your 15-minute consultation sheet. Okay, so if there was an interest, you shared your what do you do. I help businesses and individuals save money on their already existing purchases, or if you're using a way to generate additional revenue, and they bite and say, oh, well, I'd be interested in more of that, or how does that work? And they start asking questions. Schedule a time to show them or share the business with them if they show any interest or whatever your focus was in the appointment. Right now I'm focused on helping people lose weight. I've always been interested in health and wellness, and we got some incredible solutions. And I find that most people are always doing these diets, New Year's resolution time, and then they fall off the bandwagon within 3 to 4 weeks. I really want to help people go through this and not have a diet, but have a lifestyle change. Do you happen to know anyone that's dieting right now that's always looking for better health? Okay, maybe you go that route. Maybe you share some information about trim tea, right? So the idea is these networking referral approaches are just good for business because you're building a relationship and you can really steer the conversation based on your questions, right? Now, always, always, always following one of these network referral meetings, send a heartfelt communication, right? Provide referrals for them and continue the relationship. Reach out with a quick text. Hey, just thinking of you. Thank you so much for the other day. Looking forward to staying in touch. Maybe it's an email. Maybe it's a link to some information. Maybe it's a handwritten note. Maybe it's, hey, I'm going to be here for coffee tomorrow. You're going to be around here at the same time? Great, let me buy a cup of coffee and have a great day. Whatever you want to do is to build that relationship and be genuine about it, okay? So schedule the next appointment, even if it's a phone call. So let's get back to our weekly action items. Now, the basic 5 checklists in this 30-day Sprint to Success worksheet is to keep you focused on the main thing. The main objective is to grow your business, right? This means that you have permission to eliminate all other distractions, right? Distractions are those things that we tend to do and that tend to take our time that are not result-producing activities to move our business forward, right? Certainly we want to learn. Certainly we want to stay in touch and be educated. And we want to work with our senior partners, and we want to plug into the GMTSS. Absolutely. But sitting down, reading your reports and reviewing emails all day is not going to pay the bills, right? So let's get rid of the distractions in this 30-day sprint. Focus on your calendar and your schedule and be ultra productive, right? Schedule your priorities. That means that on a lunch break, you might have to take 15 minutes and make some phone calls. If your candidate list is light, you might have to do some social media posts, or you might have to do some texting to some friends and family and let them know you're looking to grow your business and you're looking to speak with them so that you can get some referrals or potential leads, right? Be a professional. No distractions. On a daily basis, reading your goals, listening to a training are the administrative and educational sides of your business, right? Beyond that, it's results producing. Contact 3 businesses per day. From there, we're hoping to schedule at least 1 consult or demo, or could be this networking referral approach, because again, that is a consultation. You're going to contact 2 people at least for your unfranchised business. Now, the best thing is those could be the same people that you're networking with for web solutions, right? It could be a dual purpose. And then you're adding 2 new candidates per day so you don't run out of names, but you're always filling the funnel on a day-to-day basis. And then on a weekly basis, we're attending a GMTSS event, whether it's a UBP, an NUOT, a Basic 5, a product training, a local seminar. We've got World Conference coming up, right? Sell a ticket to a GMTSS event. Sell a World Conference ticket, right? That should be the main focus for everyone right now in terms of building your business, is how many people can you get to Miami, Florida, February 1st through the 3rd? You want the shortcut to success. There it is right there. Focus time every single week on that activity Work with your team. Get more team members there. Get more guests there. Get more prospects there. Reach out to people that were in the business before that might want to come back. They had a good experience with the business. They loved going to the events. Perhaps some of your business owners. We've got a great internet marketing conference, and it's down in Miami, Florida. Do you keep your options open in terms of ways that you can further educate yourself in sunny Miami? Okay. Conduct that 15-minute consultations, conducting website demos and digital marketing demos, selling those as well. Those are all on a weekly basis, but those are only going to happen from contacting and consulting your businesses, right? Showing the business plan, right? Our 2 to 3 year plan is 1 per week. Show the business once per week, and if you're really at it, it's twice a week, right? Follow up with an existing prospect, launch a new partner, launch a new team members. But again, it all comes back to the daily activities, right? Do the dailies. It will add up to the weeklies. On a weekly basis, we're also focused on our shopping annuity, our customer orders, our own personal BV orders, and our shopping on shop.com. Think to yourself, what do I need at Staples? What do I need at Walmart? What do I need at Target? What do I need for airfare? What do I need for hotels coming up, right? What do I need for Raise.com gift cards? I'm going to be traveling. What types of restaurant.com gift certificates or giftcertificates.com items do I need? Do I need to go to e-gift card center and purchase some gift cards right now? Convert your dollars into gift cards and prepaid credit cards right now, because that is going to be a great way that you're going to be sure that you are spending your money appropriately and converting your spending it into earning. Do you realize that even at, say, 2% cash back, that the money you spend through your shop.com is worth more than it is in your savings account, and it's worth more than it is in your wallet. If you have $100 in your wallet, you have $100 in your savings account, or you spend $100 through shop.com, that $100 at 2% cash back is worth $102. It's worth more to you. And it just takes a changing of your mindset, and that's going to get you on track for the shopping annuity. So really, the results producing activities and what we're focused on in these 30 days are the 4 things that we do. We use and share our own products, right? So that means that we're transferring our buying to ourselves. We are retailing products. We're exposing and sharing the business opportunity, and we're attending and promoting events. Those are the 4 things that we do. Anything else is a distraction, right? So get focused. Stay serious, and the most important thing that you can do if you're not on track yet is to revisit your goals. The stronger the why, the harder you'll try. You're going to have to get out of your comfort zone in some cases. You're going to overcome some challenges, some obstacles, but you can do it if the why is strong enough. I believe in you. I believe in every single person on this line tonight, and I know that you can do it. The reason I know that you can do it is because I did it, right? And countless, tens of thousands of other people have done it as well. They've stepped out of their comfort zone and took action. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just do it. That phone gets heavy, just pick it up, and you're, like we said last week, you're going to flip, you're going to flop, you might fail, but you want to fail forward. The best teacher is experience. Get hands-on learning, and if you find that you're having some difficulties, reach out on the Facebook groups, reach out to a coach or mentor, and we will help you. If you're finding that you're calling 3, 4, 5, 10 businesses without any positive traction, then yeah, you might need to tweak some things that you're saying, right? So let's work together on that. I want to wish everyone the best in week 2 as we go through the WebCenter Sprint for Success. It's been a privilege sharing some more information. I'm looking forward to another 2 weeks. But this week, let's really focus on booking network referral appointments so we can do the consultation, share our business concept, and then start scheduling some follow-ups. And from that, you're going to see that on week 3, week 4, and beyond, all the way through the months of February and March, you're going to start seeing some traction with your unfranchised business and some of these web solution sales. So keep up the great work, stay plugged in, and make sure you're tracking your information. And I'm looking forward to seeing all of your success.